Alright, y'all, welcome back to Doriansdiyaudio. So, you guys know I got the Tacoma, right? And it's got the factory head unit in it right now still. Well, as you can see here, I have the Stinger Height10 that I picked up. I picked this one up used for, I think, $275. Now, I just got this not that long ago. But a while back ago, I was shopping on Woot. If you've seen a couple videos back, I had did the 2 8-inch loaded enclosure there that I picked up for like $128. That did what, like 134 dB on music in the truck. I thought that was a pretty cool little fun project. But I was shopping on Woot back in July of 2025, and they had the kit for me to be able to install a Height10 in the truck for, I think, $128 again. So I picked it up. Now, I wasn't sold at the time on the head unit, but I figured because it came with all of the necessary interface, basically this here with all of the harness, I figured I could make it work on any head unit that I want. Well, lo and behold, I found a Stinger. Now, the kicker on that is, this is the one that I bought recently. So back in December, I was flying around on Marketplace and I had picked up this one for $300. Now, I believe you can get these for like $700, $800, $900 now. I forget the price of them. Now you could buy the kit for the Tacoma. Well, this one is going to go in a different vehicle. I haven't showed you guys that yet, but I did purchase a new vehicle. We're just going to set that off to the side. But this one here, I wanted to open it up and check it out and kind of run it through the test. If you've seen the test that I did on the Nakamichi head unit, we're basically going to do the same thing here. I want to know where this thing clips at. I want to know what the voltage the RCA is out on the output voltage, and I just want to play around with it. Now, the reason I picked up this was there was a friend of a friend who had one in his vehicle, and I asked him if I could just kind of play around with it and see how I liked it, because I seen these come on the market for a good deal. Now, the one that I picked up for my other vehicle, you don't need a fancy dash kit to make it work. And like I said, like I showed you guys, I had picked up the pack set, the whole kit for this some time back ago. So anyway, let's go ahead, open this thing up, see what's inside here. I know I checked it when I purchased it, but I haven't been through it. So let's open it up, we'll get it set up, and then we'll start doing some testing on it. So first off, this is the brain, or the Brian as I like to call it. Now, the cool thing about this is there's HDMI in. You have a couple sets of USBs, right? We'll get to that stuff later. But Toslink, okay? This thing has Toslink output, and that's primarily the reason why I wanted it. All right? This here is the setup that goes on the unit and the screen mounts to it. We will put this together shortly. Here is the wiring kit, which it kind of comes with a lot of stuff, right? For what it is, and being going into these modern vehicles, there is a lot of stuff. Plus, this thing is like jam-packed with features. I'll show you the stuff on the box, but I know this is the main harness, speakers, power, input, stuff like that. So we'll be using this to splice in so we can power it up and take some measurements. And then here is just a plethora of extra harness stuff that goes with it. Now, if you get this head unit, if you're in the market for it, new, obviously it's going to come with everything or whatever. Don't be too intimidated by this. There's a lot of videos on it, and it's actually kind of straightforward, no matter what vehicle you're putting it in, right? But you can see it comes with a plethora of harnesses. We got all of those. This is a GPS antenna. My truck has GPS, so I'll be able to use the factory GPS, but and my other vehicle is older, it doesn't. We're going to have to use that. There's just more bracketry and stuff in here that I don't think we need to go over. Let's get to the mainsy of this, and here is the radio. Now, I'm going to turn this around so I can read off some of the specifications on this thing. Now, as we can see here, this is a 10-inch head unit. All right, it's a floating face head unit. So, you know, that's pretty decent size for my modern Tacoma. This is going to be bigger than that. And in my old vehicle, they just never had anything that. They never had 10 inches. Your TV screens were basically 10 inches when that vehicle was basically on the road. But you see here, it says it's a 10-inch screen resolution. I don't really care too much about that. But whatever. It is Android Auto and Apple CarPlay ready. But with this version here, you have to plug it in. I personally like to plug it in. Because, what's the use of having an optical output if you're going to Bluetooth into something, right? It says here that the peak power is 4x50. If you don't know, peak power minimally is usually double the RMS. Some do triple, some do 4 times, right? So I'm expecting that to be about 25 watts by 4, but I don't plan on using any of the built-in amplifier, right? We're not powering any speakers off of this thing. We will power some to test them out here, but in the truck in use, we're not going to be doing that. As I told you guys before, it does have the Toslink optical output, which is pretty nice. It says that it has 4-volt, 6-channel RCA outputs with the subwoofer control. All right. It does have a 15-band EQ with 6 presets. Now, the reason I like that is even though I will be using a DSP with this, I like what is known as a global equalizer. And to have that global equalizer in the head unit, for me, is going to be dope. For you, it might not be your cup of tea, but we'll get on past that. All right. It does have one HDMI rear input. Now, the cool thing about that is I actually picked up a Fire Stick for this thing a while back ago, just when I was shopping. I think during Christmas they go on sale really good, and I picked up an extra one, really, so I could shove it in the back of here. Now, there's a possibility that at some point I may put a PC in this vehicle and we won't be using a Fire Stick because I'll have the PC in there. It does have hands-free Bluetooth, but it is 4.2 aptX. I'm not too dialed in with the whole Bluetooth thing because it's not really my cup of tea. I think they're up to 6.0 on Bluetooth, and I forget what the aptX is. That's a standard or whatever for Bluetooth. It does come with a slot for navigation, and I did see that the navigation card was like $130. once again, I'll be plugging into this thing, so I'll be using quote unquote CarPlay, or even if I bypass that. But I like that because at least in my truck now, it will show me where the coppers are at. You know what I'm saying? So, and it shows you live traffic updates, which I'm not sure if this does utilizing just their card. I don't think it would, because you'd have to literally supply some sort of Wi-Fi to it or something so that it would be live, right? It has 4 camera inputs. Now, I know for a fact I'm going to use the 1 camera on the Tacoma, and I may add another or more, but it does have 4. And on my old vehicle, it has none. And over the years, I have grown to really, I remember when cameras became a first thing, reverse cameras became a first thing, I was like, nah, I don't want it. But, you know, now that I've gotten accustomed to them, I actually want one, so I'm at least going to put one in the other vehicle. It has microphones, you know, it has a mic, audio, and camera for the rear. I don't really think I need audio, but I would like the camera. And then, of course, steering wheel controls. In the new truck, I want steering wheel controls, right? I like controllability, and yeah, I want them. Okay, that's just it. I want it all to work, and then I'll have plenty of other options for things to do. Now, these kits come available in a single den and a double den configuration. The Tacoma's a double den, and the old vehicle is a single den and a half setup. All right, so hopefully I have everything I need for that. But I believe the other kit has everything, plus this kit here should have stuff needed. So I should be good for installing these in both of the vehicles. But anyway, less chatter. Give me a minute. I'm going to put all of this together. We're going to power this up here. I'm going to set up the audio control DMRTA if you haven't seen me use that before. It's a cool, great piece of equipment. I'm going to put that up, and we're going to go through and we're going to start playing with some of this stuff here. So